Hello Cancer, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How are you? I'm here to do a bonus reading. I just want to say thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on the channel lately. I appreciate you, all the ways that you've been viewing, clicking, subscribing, leaving me a thumbs up. Thank you. You're telling the algorithm that you like to see this programming, so I appreciate you, and that's why I'm here. I just came to say thank you with the bonus read. So if you've been to a bonus read before, if you're someone who is the ride or die and you're here all the time, you know that when I do a bonus read, it is a read, an energy for the current or the future energy. I'm not reading into the past. So let's find out what is going on for Cancer coming up in the future. Look, it could resonate with you today, but it could resonate with you today, tomorrow, or 2 years from now. And maybe you might think it's around the corner, but maybe it's not, because that's how divine timing is, right? So Cancer, let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know? What's the most important thing that Cancer needs to know, please? Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. Cancer, something speeding up, moving quickly here. The Knight of Wands. It's moving so quickly, though, it's a little bit unstable, I'm just going to say. Things move fast, anything can happen, right? Got the Star in the reverse. Why is that? Got the Nine of Cups. I feel like you're starting to kind of lose hope that there is going to be wish fulfillment that comes for you. I feel like the Knight of Wands is telling me that in the past, just after I said I wasn't reading for the past, but I'm just going to dip in there because I can't ignore that the Knight of Wands is facing the past. So I want to say that in the past, maybe you've been into moving quickly. And if it's not moving quickly, I feel like it's relationships that begin in fire. And before you start saying that Cancers don't begin relationships in fire, you need to look at the whole chart, not just the sun sign. That's only the personality. So it could be somebody who has fire in the rising. And listen, you don't meet people at their sun sign. You meet people at their rising sign. So I'm talking about a Cancer who I feel has been in and out of passionate, unstable relationships. And I feel like that's the way it's just been. And I feel like you're doing that because I feel like you're trying to find someone to meet who might stabilize or might be a little more stable. And I feel like it's the wish fulfillment that you're looking for, but I feel like the Knight of Wands isn't really helping out your case, is what I want to say. So the Star in the reverse tells me that you're starting to lose hope, that maybe wish fulfillment isn't out there for you. But I want to say it's because you're faced to the past. Like you keep doing the same thing that you used to do back there. It's time to do something new so you can get something different than you always got. Tell me what else is coming up. Excuse me. Tell me what else is coming up for Cancer. We've got the King of Wands. Oh, interesting. So it feels like I want to say that you've been doing this for a while, because it seems like we've got the Knight of Wands and then we have the King of Wands. It seems like somebody's grown up. So maybe this is something that you did like getting into your 30s, and maybe you're in your 40s or your 50s now, and I feel like you're the King of Wands. And so I feel like you've learned how to reel it in just a little bit. You're not running at things as quickly as you did. You're still running after the passions of your heart. I feel like it's really important. Passion's important to you. And I feel like because this King of Wands is looking at the past, I feel like you are trying to learn from the past. I want to say, trying to learn from the past. Tell me more about this. We've got the Five of Cups that went, yeah, it does feel like, it feels like this is all sort of around your wish fulfillment. Now, your wish fulfillment, I feel, is emotional because we are showing cups. And I feel like right now you are single and happy. So I don't feel like you are really looking for a stable relationship or anything like that. But really the wish fulfillment card isn't just about emotions, right? It's about wish fulfillment, whatever makes you happy. And I feel like right now you are single and happy, but I feel like, you would really love someone to be passionate with. I feel like you want someone to maybe travel with or be excited about, or it feels like that. So I feel like some time has passed and you haven't yet found your person if you are looking for a person. We do have the Five of Cups, which tells me you just keep coming to the situation where it's no fun anymore. It's no fun anymore. The Three of Cups are in the reverse, right? And Three of Cups are poured out facing down. It's no fun anymore. It's become exhausting. And it feels like, where is the love? Yeah, where is the love? I'm hearing that song in my head. Where is the love? Tell me more about this. And, you know, it's not like you're not happy, though, Cancer. I feel like you are happy. But I feel like you're starting to lose hope that there is ever going to be anybody who's like an adult who's going to come at you for passion. It feels like that. We do have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you're not without your options and opportunities, though. That's the thing. I feel like you have a lot of options. But I feel like the options that you're meeting are coming up as King of Wands. Like they're coming up as passionate options. And I feel like when we start in fire, fire burns out. Fire does burn out eventually. And if there's no substance, if there's no pentacles, if there's no foundation, right? If there's none of that stuff, then it's just not going to work out. Now, maybe that's what you wanted in the past, because the King and the Knight are both looking into the past energy. Maybe that's what you wanted in the past, and I feel like you have a lot of opportunity. It's like you have a lot of opportunity to date. You have a lot of opportunity for people that are coming around that just want passion. They don't want to stay. There's no pentacles here. We're looking at a lot of emotions here, sort of losing hope that there's going to be, that I'm going to ever be happy with somebody else, so I might as well be happy on my own. And it feels like it's confusing. Like, why is this happening? Let's talk about this Star here. Why are you losing hope? Tell me about the Star in the reverse, please. Tell me about the Star in the reverse for Cancer. We've got the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you have to be clear or have a realization as to why you're losing hope. And in order to be able to change anything, you have to do something different. And it seems to me for probably 20 years or so, for some of you, maybe 10 or 20 years, that you've been doing the same thing you always did, so you're always getting what you always got. You're not facing towards any of the emotional stuff. It's like you're detached from the emotions and you're just looking for fire. But I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling me that there is some sort of realization that's coming. You are going to get some clarity about why the Star is in the reverse. I feel like the Star in the reverse is also telling me you haven't met anybody who really has the criteria that you want. Like you haven't met anybody who's the Star. You haven't met any person who has blinded you with their brilliance or dazzled you so much that you didn't want to look for fire, for passion. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. We have the Death card. Got to change something. I agree. Yes, I just heard that from Charlie. Charlie's my guide. And Charlie just said, but you got to change something. And I think that's the realization you're coming to. I've got to change something. I've got to end the way I've been doing things, and I have to do something differently. And we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you need to be more selective. You need to have better boundaries. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to protect yourself from people who are just going to come at you in fire. And so the Seven of Wands, I feel, is telling me that you need to put some barriers between you and people who would just come at you for what they want from you. Like it feels like with this person standing in front of the door here, this person is standing in front of the door and they are protecting their home or protecting themselves or protecting whatever's behind them, right? So it does feel like it's like you don't want to let people into your life until you really know who they are. And so I feel like you are going to be doing something different so you can get a different result here. Tell me what your wish fulfillment is here, Cancer. What is Cancer's wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups? We have the Ten of Wands. I think you've been carrying this for a while. I feel like you just want to ultimately be happy. And I feel like you are single and happy right now, but it's become a burden. And it feels like you would rather go on some sort of an adventure. Feels like you're ready for the Ace of Wands. I'm just looking at the way the wands are in this picture, right? We've got two that are pointing on the ground, which tells me adventure, right? The Two of Wands, making a decision, doing something different. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is poking up here. So we've got 7 of Wands that we're carrying in the arms. It almost feels like you've realized that what you need is the 7 Wands. In order to be able to make a different decision or take a different path, you do need the 7 of Wands in place. You can't just accept anybody's passion or anybody's fire. And I feel like you're ready to, like, here it's like you need to prepare to do something different, or you're always going to be in this energy of losing hope about what's, that things aren't going to work out, that you're just going to be sad and upset, or lonely, or have regret. We've got the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. It feels like there is going to have to be a happy medium here. And I do feel that you might be right now, for those of you who are on this cycle, for those of you who this is current energy for you, that you might be seeing signs and symbols from the universe. Synchronicities possibly, that things are almost ready to change. I want to say with Temperance here, it's the moment of alchemy. And I want to say that by carrying around the 10 Wands and getting ready to drop those, paying attention to the 7 of Wands, I feel like the universe is coming in and giving you signs and symbols to show you that you're on the right path, or you're doing the right thing. You're going the right way. You're going to make your way to town. We do have the 7 of Pentacles, but it's going to be hard work. It is going to be hard work. I feel like it starts with reciprocal energy in the Pentacle world. So it starts with stability. It starts with putting in the hard work. And it starts with the 6 Pentacles in the tree. The only way to get to the Ace of Pentacles is to notice it, first of all, that there is an opportunity and you have to follow the opportunity, but there's 6 Pentacles in the tree. So it feels like it is going to be hard work, but you're going to have to get out there and meet people and get stabilized in their energy with friendships, with going out and being social. It feels like it might be hard work for you. It feels like, Cancer, that you're kind of not really about the preliminaries, that you're not really one who just wants to sit around and make conversation. But I feel like in order to get out of this fire energy is useful, by the way. I feel like the King of Wands energy, if you've got fire in the moon or the rising, maybe in Venus, I feel like it's useful for you. But I feel like first you have to realize that every relationship that's going to stay for any amount of time has to have some sort of foundation. Because if your house is built on the rock, it will stand. If your house is built on the sand, it will fall. So I feel like you're realizing that it's going to take some time. You can't have it quickly. It's not coming at you fast. The stuff that is temporary is always going to be incoming. You don't have a problem with options and opportunities. You don't have a problem with that. That's not your problem. I feel like you can find fire whenever you want it, but I feel like what you want is someone who will stay. I feel like you want longevity. You want to nurture something. We do have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you want excitement, you want fun, you want creativity, you want to play. I feel like there is a new path here that's ready to open for you here if you want it, though. Something that is quite exciting and passionate. We do have the 9 of Wands. I kind of like it because, again, 10 of Wands telling me you're going to be dropping burdens. So I feel like you are the wounded warrior, that maybe you are behind the fear wall and maybe you've been there for a while, which means that maybe you are just scared of getting hurt again and you don't want to get hurt again. So I feel like with this wounded warrior energy, I want to say that we're almost at the end of the cycle, right? And then the Ace comes along when you decide that you're going to step out of line, right? You're going to step out of the lineup and you're going to say, I'm over here, let's have some fun. I feel like the 9 of Wands tells me that you are in this energy of feeling like, I'm just going to get hurt. Why would I do that? Why would I spend all this time, all these years nurturing a connection when I'm just going to get hurt? But I think this is a way that you've been thinking. And I think that needs to change. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is a thought process that you've been in for a very long time. It's like it takes too long to build a foundation. I just kind of want it now. But I feel like that's not the way it goes, right? I feel like at the end of all of this, there is somebody who is stable and grounded and sturdy. Whether they are feminine or masculine, whether you are feminine or masculine, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who will not begin anything that is in anything other than Pentacles. This person wants to get to know somebody. They want to be stable, sturdy, and grounded. They want to be the person that they know to be dependable. I feel like I've always said this before, that Cancer and Taurus are a great connection, a great match, because they are very much like each other. And to me, Cancer, as an energy reader, someone who feels energy, Cancer is more like a Taurus of the water signs. And so I want to say Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, right? I feel like an earth sign is probably someone who will help you slow down, help you to build something here, right? We go from one pentacle in her hand, we've got two pentacles. This is the person who I feel is going to help you with longevity if you want to be in something that is long term. Tell me about the Five of Cups. We've got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Swords, yeah, and we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like because the Nine of Wands is here, it feels like whenever you try and be vulnerable with somebody, it ends up not working. It's like you let it get to the Pentacle stage, like you do want stability, but you only let it get to the Page of Pentacles stage. We go out, we have coffee, we get to know each other, and then all of a sudden it starts feeling uncomfortable, it starts feeling permanent, it starts feeling sturdy and dependable, and I'm out. and the you're out of there. The Six of Swords is here, and you just decide to take what you've learned and you move on. And it feels like that is a hard lesson for you in terms of your vulnerability. And so that's why I think that the Nine of Wands is here, that you feel like you keep getting hurt over and over again. But I feel like it's almost like your energy is offended by people who want you in their life long term. You want short term and they want long term. And I feel that although you think happiness is long term, I don't know if that's what you want right now. Anyway, tell me more about this. We've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you get into a place where you're up in your head. So we've got the Five of Cups under here, right? And you get in a place where you're up in your head. And I feel like the Page of Pentacles is telling me you get comfortable with somebody. You get comfortable. It starts to be solid. We start to see each other a lot. And I feel like you get up in your head here and get into this King of Swords energy. It feels like you start obsessively thinking about it. You start worrying about all the ways that you could get hurt, all the ways, because I feel like this is the wounded warrior energy that you're in. The King of Swords tells me you make a decision that's best for everyone involved and you cut the person out. So I feel like it's a cycle that you keep going through. I've got the Magician. Yeah, and you manifest these things. Like you manifest it. You manifest the person, you manifest the situation, and it arrives because you're like psychic as fuck, right? Like you are. And it comes to you, and then when it shows up as solid and grounded, and let's get it started, and let's get some stability here, you make the decision that's best for everyone involved, being honest with them and saying, I don't think I can do this. Tell me what the outcome is here for Cancer. What's the outcome for Cancer, please? Got the Two of Pentacles. You need to get some stability, friend. It feels like you need to find some sort of stability, and you need to make a decision about what it is that you really want. Do you want fire? Do you want stability? What is it that you want? We do have the Ace of Cups. I feel like you need to make a decision about whether or not you really want to begin something new in love or not, because the opportunity is here. The universe is saying, look, the Ace of Cups has always been here, but I feel like you're scared to get to the place where the cup is overflowing because it feels unstable to you. And we do have the King of Cups. And so I feel like it's like you want something stable, you need to make a decision, but you also need to get out of your head, right? The Eight of Swords is here, and the King of Cups is here. So you need to get out of your head. The King of Cups is the one who doesn't show their feelings on the surface. I really do feel that you have a hard time showing your feelings on the surface. And because it feels too, like the water feels too, yeah, it feels too watery. Like it feels like there's no stability under your feet. We've got the Empress, we've got the Four of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Cups. It's when this person begins to show you kindness, compassion. They want to dote on you. They want to take care of you. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, I feel like there is somebody who you possibly is in the past for you that is a soulmate. And I feel like this is somebody that you jetted from. It feels like you became bored with this emotional stuff because you like to be in this fire energy as it pertains to a relationship. But I feel like there is somebody in the past who is an Empress. And so feminine or masculine, this person is very balanced. They take care of themselves. It feels like they don't need anything from you. But I feel like you became bored with that. It's like this person is also the Queen of Wands, but I feel like this person is more about their stability and their balance. And I feel like you became bored with that. So I do feel like the most recent person is in your past is possibly another water sign. And when you meet another water sign, I feel like it almost becomes boring to you. Like you become complacent with it. Because I feel like I'm really talking to somebody who is in their fire energy in the rising. And listen, you never meet anybody. You don't meet people at their sun sign. You don't. You meet people at their rising sign. The rising sign is how you present to the world. That's why I'm always telling you guys, go figure out your rising sign. How are people perceiving you? You might not even want to be the person who projects that. But if that is, maybe you need to figure out what it is and how to reel it in, right? Tell me what comes next for Cancer. We do have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like what it's going to take is for you to have a change of mind. The Death card is here, touching the King of Pentacles. You're going to have to change your mind in some way. And the King of Pentacles is here to say, you need to look for people who are in stability. But guess what? There's somebody in the future here, feminine or masculine. There's somebody in the future for you here that if you decide to change your mind and get into this King of Pentacles energy, it does feel like you will meet someone who will mirror that energy. So when you're in the King of Wands energy, you'll meet someone who mirrors that energy. When you're in the King of Cups energy, you meet someone who mirrors that energy. I feel like you need to change your mind and get into this King of Pentacles energy. Look, we have all four kings here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are the Emperor. You're the person who's used to making all the decisions, doing the pursuing. You are the conqueror. Things go your way. It feels like you need to change your mind in some way. Maybe you need to, instead of lead with fire or lead with water, maybe it's time to lead with what you want. You need to be what you are manifesting. And if what you want is stability, then you need to lead with the King of Pentacles energy. Because when you are the Emperor, you can lead with any energy, whether you're feminine or masculine. You can lead with any of the four energies, right? Because you've got all of those lessons. We do have the Page of Swords. It's something you're going to have to learn. It's a learned behavior. And that's when you're going to be able to get reciprocal energy in pentacles. Not in water, not in fire, not in swords, right? That's when you're going to be able to get reciprocal energy in pentacles, but you've got to learn it. And so it means that you're going to have to go out there and make a lot of friends and, go through the small talk. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take time. It's going to take years, right? It could take a year before you get comfortable enough in making friends and giving reciprocal energy and learning how to be the King of Pentacles in front of people. It may take some time for that before it begins for you that way. We do have the Two of Wands. You need to prepare to make a decision, because I feel like if I'm reading this and it's resonating with you, I feel like you're not happy where you're at right now. I feel like the wish fulfillment is under here, but it's kind of buried by everything that's going on around it, right? It's time to start getting more vulnerable. You need to drop these burdens here, and it's time for you to start being more reciprocal and giving, give and take in the pentacle world. Friends, solid, people who are in partnerships. Right? It's time to do things that are solid instead of getting attracted, not being able to access your feelings, and acting out of fire. We at bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Look, you may not even want a long-term relationship. Maybe that's not what you're after. I feel like you don't know at this point. With the Moon energy here, this is Cancer and Pisces energy. I feel like you don't even know if you want a long-term relationship or not, and that's why I feel like so far you've gone out in water and fire. But we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Anybody can learn anything. You can become the subject matter expert of whatever you want, right? I feel like what you do want is a soulmate. You want somebody who you feel very connected to, somebody that you're very connected to emotionally, but it's going to take some hard work. That's all. I'm going to leave that right there. Thanks, Cancer, for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm out. Bye-bye.